Okay, Rex is graduating from puppy training soon, so this video shows how he walks on the leash. We are using the prong collar, and that is a tool I think he'll use for the rest of his life. He is what I would describe as a very bullish bulldog, so he will try to control the walk, and when he wants to sniff something or change the direction of the walk, he will try to. So you definitely want to use the prong collar every time you walk him. I will say this, 5 minutes ago this neighbor's dog just ran out in front of us, and I was proud of his response. He did not act aggressively, so that was cool. I'm very proud of him for that. I like to walk on the road because it gives him less distractions than if I were to walk him on the grass. And so I recommend the same. Let me give you an example. Look how calm he is walking on the road, right? Watch this. Okay, now we're going to walk on the grass. Okay. First of all, you'll notice that he's going to try to eat a lot of grass. He's just constantly eating grass. And so another hazard from walking on the grass is whenever he smells the scent of an animal, he'll try to change the path to follow that smell. So that's not helpful. A third problem with walking in grass is if he finds a piece of trash or anything with a food smell on it, he might try to gobble it up. So we don't want to tempt him. And so that's the reason we walk on the, you can see how much grass he's eating, right? I mean, a little grass is okay, but it does make for, he's kind of obsessed with eating grass. So yeah, I prefer to walk on the road, as it gives him less things to be distracted about. And then, for the most part, this leash is loose, but I do need to guide him somewhat. If you use the prong collar every day, when in a short time, a few months, you'll see a different dog. He'll just accept it. He'll stop the impulsive moves, and he'll stop lunging at things and trying to steer you to a certain place. And so that's what I recommend. And as soon as a car comes by, I'm going to show you. Oh, see, here's another dog, but this dog is on a invisible fence, so it can't go any farther, but he's reacting appropriately. Okay, now he likes to lunge at cars. He likes to lunge at vehicles that go by. Here comes a bicyclist, so I'm gonna do what we always do. I'm gonna say, sit, boy, sit. Okay, and that way we know he's safe. Hi. And you see how he wanted to follow the bike? So we don't allow that. So by standing on the leash, that doesn't allow him to pull you towards the traffic, which is dangerous for him and for you. So you're doing good, Rex. You're doing good. I'm very proud of you. Okay, so yes, stand on the leash and put him in the sit position until the vehicle goes by. Then he's just going to learn to do that naturally, to calm down and not try to chase the car. Okay, so we've been working a lot on his response to the other dogs, especially the large male dogs. He sees them as competition. So when he gets rough, play with them. I'll give him a timeout in the kennel for 10 minutes or so. That's going to calm him down and teach him that behavior is not acceptable. If you allow the rough play to occur, it will get worse, because you remember in school when, horseplay would lead to an actual fight, and that's what happens. Sooner or later, a nip is not enough, and then it becomes a bite, and then feelings get hurt, fear, and so we don't want any of that. We want him to be a gentle dog, a nice friendly dog, because we don't want him to be in fights. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. If you see any aggressive behavior, I recommend, he knows the no command. If you say no loudly, he knows what that is, and then he should stop what he's doing. If he doesn't, then he goes into his kennel for 10 to 15 minutes and calm down. So, yes, I can't think of any other sticking points. I'm going to make another video soon that shows his basic commands. He's really good at them. If you're going to see a change in his behavior when he gets home, but he is going to try to test you when he gets home, because he has to understand that the rules in my home also apply to your home. So you just can't let him regress back to his old behavior. And so the pattern is this: when he does something you don't like, you're going to say no. The volume of your voice shows him just how serious of a rule that is. Aggression is super serious. Chasing cars is super serious. Everything else, not as serious. So if you see that, you're going to say no loudly. If he doesn't respond, he goes immediately in the crate or the kennel for a timeout. If you feel he's benefited, I see a dramatic difference in this dog. When I first walked this dog, I had to use 2 hands on the leash. I swear to God, my fingers of my hands were hurting from holding him back. And I was shocked that he was pulling so hard with a prong collar. I was like, damn. I was truly shocked that he had that much power and that much tolerance for it has to be uncomfortable. But he didn't care. Now look, 2 fingers, nothing, okay? So this is what you want, but you're only going to get this way by repeating exactly the pattern that I set up over here. And that is daily walks with the prong collar, any foolishness, any aggression, any bullish behavior. They call them bulldogs for a reason. It's because they have a very bull-like attitude. So if you see any bullish behavior, you want to control that. And never let him jump up on you. He had developed that habit, and we broke him of the habit. He's not allowed to jump up ever. If he does, he goes in the kennel for a timeout. That's not cool. He could hurt a child. He could hurt an older person. He can hurt me. He's powerful. And when he jumps up, he could hurt. So, if you introduce this dog to a new dog, do not just do it, because it won't go well. When a new dog comes in my home, I'll put him in the crate, in the kennel, and then I'll bring the dog up and I'll let him sniff through the bars, and then I'll put a leash on him, and then when I'm sure he's calm, I'll leash him, and then under total controlled situation, I'll introduce him to the new dog. It would be a mistake to just let them meet each other. Like if you let him at a dog park, I don't think it would go well. My opinion, it wouldn't go well. But he's still young, and if we keep this pattern of controlling and expecting these are touchy situations. Meeting a new dog, when a car passes, we have to control that, and the horseplay has to stop because it could easily lead to greater aggression. So yeah, I wrote all of these tips in a progress report, which I'll give you when you pick him up. And you'll also get the Canine Good Citizen Award. And if you feel he would benefit from another refresher course, well, when you go on vacation or take any trip, that's a great time to bring him back to me for a few days or a week, and we can fine-tune his behavior. So I'll make another video of him doing his basic commands, and I'll send that to you as well. See that he sees the turkeys over there. He wants the turkey. He's got a strong prey drive, Okay, Rex, you did good, Rex.